Son to Siva Kumaran. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Coming live from the VIP, heard nightlife, lost life with that dream. Home dead in the state, wanna see by me. The whole city got this, heard he got three.
Alright, up next I have Tina's aunt, Tina's Masi, Anita Gupta. Big round of applause for Anita Gupta. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. All right. Next, I have Nina's brother, Nishant and Sanket. Big round of applause for Nishant and Sanket, ladies and gentlemen. Woo.
तेरे माथे झूमर चमके तेरे कानों वाली चमके है रे तेरे हाथों कंगन खनके तेरे पैर
Everyone, make some noise for them. Yeah. All right. Up next, I have Nina's parents, Sashi and Rajesh Bihani. Big round of applause for Nina's parents, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Any guesses who's going to be next? All right. If I can request everyone to rise for the brides of the night. Big round of applause for Nina and Tina. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a big round of applause. Once again, let's make some noise. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you everyone. All right, at this point, if I can introduce and welcome the MCs for the night, Jayant and Nidhi, and they will be making sure for the smooth emceeing for the rest of the night. Give a round of applause for MC Jayant and Nidhi, ladies and gentlemen.
And this is my husband, Jen Kacholia. We are going to be your MCs tonight. Hope you're having a good time so far. All right, so we're here to celebrate these beautiful newlyweds tonight. Don't they look beautiful, guys?
This is where you cheer. All right, yeah, that's right, Nidhi. Big congrats to Nina and Tina. We're so happy for you and we love you very much. This is going to be an amazing night. We'd like to welcome you all to this amazing party. This is going to be the best reception in the history of Farmington Hills. We'd like to kick off our program tonight by welcoming Parag Mehta and Vaibhav Jain to share an important message about this momentous occasion. And they're also on a very important mission. So when Parag and Vaibhav got married in 2019, their wedding made headlines around the world, particularly across India. Their people took notice of their sweet love story and their incredible supportive families. But above all, their wedding offered a template for how to conduct same-sex marriages according to Hindu and Jain traditions. In 2020, Vaibhav and Parag filed a petition with the High Court in Delhi. They are seeking recognition of their marriage under India's Foreign Marriage Act of 1969. The law states that when a citizen of India, like Vaibhav, gets married in another country, that marriage must be recognized in India. And some of you may have availed yourself to this law when you got married. If successful, their case could double the global population of people where have had a same-sex marriage. And these two change makers have been champions for families like ours who helped us plan this wedding. So we'd like to welcome them to the stage here and invite them to share a few words.
Hi everyone, good evening. I'm Vaibhav and this is my husband Parag. Nice to meet you all. Actually, this is the first wedding where we don't actually know a lot of people, so bear with us. So we've written down some thoughts that we had, as we look down to this wedding, excited to celebrate, Tina and Nina. So we're very honored to be part of this warm and loving celebration. And to be honest, I do not like public speaking. And I'm very, very fearful of public speaking, stresses me out. But you know how Rajesh uncle is, he is very, very persuasive. So here we are. And so I'm going to keep this brief so that I can go back to being stress-free and have a really good time tonight. I just want to say that as much as we salute Nina and Tina tonight for their act of love and bravery, I want to also commend all of you. One of the lessons Parag and I learned when planning our wedding is that you can never control how other people will act and feel. It is best to let people live in their own light. And our two beautiful brides today have certainly made such a lovely light. It is that light which has drawn all of us towards them today. So now I remember the day my parents took us to this very, very small village of Barabanki, which is outside of the city of Lucknow in India, which a lot of you may know of, to introduce my now husband Parag to my Nani ji. So my Nani ji is my maternal grandmother, and to present her with the first invitation to our wedding, which was back in 2019, the March of 2019. Now my Nani ji was an 85-year-old woman and the only living grandparent between the two of us, Parag and me. My mom had been very, very nervous to tell her about my sexual orientation, that I'm gay. But when she did, my Nani ji responded with love and wisdom that comes with age. She asked my mom, is Vaibhav healthy? And then she asked, is your son happy? Then what else matters? And this is coming from an 85-year-old woman with a 4th-grade education. And I get very emotional, thinking about that time. So I watched with tears in my eyes as my Nani ji embraced Parag and welcomed him into our family as if he was one of our own. Unfortunately, I lost my Nani ji 3 months later, but I was so privileged to have introduced Parag to him. But why I share that story is because Nani ji, as she was bidding farewell to us, her final words to Parag was, "Vaibhav hamare jigar ka tukda hai, iska hamesha dhyan rakhna," which means Vaibhav is a piece of my heart. Please take care of him always. And that's what Parag has always done. And I'll tell you the story today because I think acceptance is one of the most important gifts we can give to the people in our life. But my Nani ji, like all of you here today, have gone a step further. You've created a culture of belonging. Nina and Tina, you don't just belong to one another, you belong to all of us today. God bless you, God bless your love today and for always.
So this is why we should compare notes before we give a speech together, because I just wrote a bunch of jokes about marriage, and after that beautiful speech I feel bad sharing them, but I'm going to share them anyway. So first of all, Nina and Tina, congratulations to both of you. You make a lovely couple. There's this advice that everybody gave us, which is never go to bed angry. I want to give you the opposite advice, which is never go into a fight sleepy, because you will run out of stamina very fast.
You need that stamina.
And the second thing I want to tell you is I noticed during the ceremony that Tina, you sat down first after the Farahs, which means you're going to run the household. I want you to know that that doesn't work at all. At our wedding, Vaibhav and I were so sleep deprived, we both forgot about that game, but my mother did not forget. So at that right moment, my mother pushed me down on the chair and I sat down first. What we have since come to learn is the person who controls our household is actually my mother. Look, what I really want to say to both of you is this. What you have done today is an ordinary act. People fall in love, they get married, they build families. You did what most of us want to do. What the rest of you have done is an extraordinary act of love. By coming together and uplifting this couple with your love and your blessings, you are literally changing the world. I think you might know that June is Pride Month here in the United States. It's when we celebrate LGBTQ+ people. But I don't know if you know the reason why it's Pride Month. You see, on this very night, June 27th, 53 years ago, a group of gay and lesbian, bisexual, and transgender and queer people gathered at a bar in New York City. And those were very different times because we were always under threat. And in the wee hours of the morning on June 28th, the police came to that bar and they started arresting people, harassing people as they did. But something extraordinary happened on that night. as people were being put into police wagons, it was a young woman, a young lesbian, who screamed at the gay men in the crowd and said, "Do something." Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, you are doing something. Because when we start to remove the stigma, when we start to end the shame, that's when we get to celebrate pride. We are proud of all of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Parag and Vaibhav, for that beautiful speech.
Very inspirational.
You guys are an inspiration to all of us, and thank you for continuing to do what you're doing. Everyone, please give them another big round of applause. So when Nina and Tina first asked us to be MCs tonight, they had one special request, and that was to not make the program cheesy. So we're definitely not gonna do that tonight.
But Nidhi, can I just tell a few jokes to warm up the crowd?
Sure.
Okay, all right. Nidhi, have you heard about the 3 rings of marriage? Okay, so the first ring is the engagement ring, okay? The second ring is the marriage ring. And the third ring is called suffering. All right, that doesn't apply to us or Nina or Tina, okay? Okay, all right, I have another one. Do you know how the 2 spiders got engaged? I heard they met on the web. All right, I got another one, do you know how the cell phones, how they got married? I heard the reception was terrific.
Okay, all right. Okay, you need to stop right there, because this is exactly what they didn't want. Nothing cheesy, remember?
Okay.
Why don't we let the other Jay do the talking? Dr. Jay Jarodia is one of Nina's closest friends from medical school and residency. And since then, he's also become a close friend of Tina's. And he, I've heard, is the master of cheesiness, whether he's giving a speech, eating it, or cutting it. So, Dr. Jay Jarodia, please come on the stage and say a few words for us.
Wow, that's going to be real tough to follow. Thanks for setting me up for failure. So my name is Jay, and thank you, Tina, very much for asking me to give this speech, because Nina only told me, "Hey, Jay, you're doing that thing at the wedding." And that was all the instruction I got. And Tina very respectfully and humbly asked me to be a part of their choice day. Which I'm very happy to do when asked properly. Nina's second request was, there's going to be so many emotions and so many nice things being said about me, and don't do that, I'm tired of it. Tell jokes. And so tonight, on a night that we are celebrating 2 wonderful, wonderful women starting a new journey together, I want to celebrate me. Because for a long, long time, this was the day that I waited for. I met Nina in 2014. It was like how any boy meets any girl at an uncomfortable party. It was one of our first med school orientation parties before we all got together. All the new first years, we went out to a restaurant, we were getting drinks, introducing each other. Nina and I, we didn't know that we had mutual friends in common. But the thing I remember about Nina that day was like, she asked me about internet connections, which is the most brown thing a person can do. She was like, "Oh yeah, we just signed up for Comcast, already a mistake." We got an internet connection of 3 megabytes a second. So for all of my IT people in the crowd, you know that's bad. I had to convince her of that. And I knew that moment, I was like, this is a friend I'm gonna have, and I'm gonna take care of her for the rest of her life. The next time I met her was at another party. And I actually saw her talking to one of our good friends, Monica. And Nina was very clearly taking care of her. And I thought to myself, nice. I've got a friend who I'm gonna take care of, and she's gonna take care of me back. It's perfect. Nina was also my date to med school prom that first year. This is the exact same shirt I wore. Made a lot of jokes about how we were gonna match that day. Nina thought we were gonna match in terms of residency applications. And lo and behold, that actually did work out. We work at the same hospitals together. That is the only thing from that night. The pants don't fit anymore. 8 years of bad eating will do that. But Nina and I have been through a lot together. I remember we would hang out, usually over food, because both of us have an unhealthy relationship with our stomachs. And we would complain about our love lives. Nina would be like, oh my God, boys are so dumb. And I'd be like, yeah, I know. And then a little later, she'd be like, oh my God, but like, why can't more boys be like girls? Like, yeah, I know. And she was like, a little bit later, like, girls are awesome. And I was like, yeah, I know. And I didn't get it at the time, but now it makes so much more sense. And then Nina told me a lot about the first time she went on a date with a woman. And I say she told me about it a lot because I don't remember it. It was election night 2016 and I had too much Jell-O. I'm not going to comment on what was in the Jell-O, but I was very full of Jell-O. And as someone who's full of Jell-O will do, I could not physically comprehend the words that were coming out of her mouth and the ramifications that would have on both of our lives. She happily drove me home that day, that night. Never let me live it down. And when she told me about it the next day, and I was like, what? Oh my God, this is wonderful. Why did you not tell me? And she was like, you idiot, I did tell you. And that was the start of, I think, the most consistently I've ever seen Nina smile. She truly came into her own and really seeing that this is maybe a part of her identity, a part of who she is that she no longer had to be cautious about. She no longer had to think twice about. She could just be Nina. And that's all she ever had to be. Until she found Tina. And their names were and now they're Nina Tina. Hashtag Nina Tina. And you can see the way that they look at each other, and you can tell that these are two people who are maddeningly, sickeningly, almost disgustingly in love. They'll deny it because they're humble. But I'm so happy that she got to meet Tina, because that meant I got to meet Tina. And the only thing better than having one best friend is having two best friends. And I've got two best friends, and I'm very lucky for that. So, Nina, Tina, thank you for having me here. Thank you for finally deciding to get married so I could have this moment to talk about how wonderful I am. And I'm so, so happy that I can finally be like, no, Jay, you and Nina aren't going to get together. People can stop asking me that. I am not Nina's secret boyfriend. I never have been. This isn't just a ploy. We're not going to get married on the side. No, this conversation is settled. Nina is happily married to Tina, and I am thankfully off the hook. Congratulations to Nina. Congratulations to Tina.
All right, thanks, Jay. That was hilarious. Let's give him a big hand. All right. Well, we want to move on with the program.
Yeah. So next thing, we're going to play a little game. So Jay's gonna give Nina and Tina some
Yeah.
signs.
Okay.
So my daughter Sonia and my nephew Ishan very beautifully decorated these signs, and they have each of your names on them. We're going to be asking them a series of questions. Please put up the name that you think best answers the question that we ask.
All right, let's get things started. So we're going to ask a tough question first. We really want to get to know our newlyweds. So who has the most speeding tickets? That's interesting here. We got some conflict. Okay, we don't know.
We'll figure that out
Yeah, we're
later.
going to keep working on this one. Okay. All right, who gets the most hangry? So you're hungry and angry at the same time. Okay. It's unanimous.
Let's serve for our dinner first.
Yes. Okay, and who's the bigger princess? Okay, yeah. All right, good.
Here's something that Jay does pretty much on a daily basis. Which one of you is more likely to leave the stove on? Uh-oh, okay.
All right, okay.
Which one of you is more adventurous?
Oh, both. Oh, interesting.
And who is the love of your life?
Awesome. All right, great job, Nina and Tina. All right, now we'd like to welcome the other stars of the evening, my Mosaji and Mosi, so Rajesh and Shashi Bihani. My Mosaji is going to say a few words, and Mosi has a surprise performance. Yeah, you go first. Yeah.
Yeah, hello everyone. Hope you all are having a good time. You know they say it takes a village to raise a daughter, to raise a child. I think it takes a village to put a wedding together. And this was one big village. There are so many names. I can't take each and every name, but I will definitely like to start thanking Renu, my brother and sisters, Lata, Pradeep, and I'm sure I'm missing 100, at least 100 more. But big thanks for so many people working since such a long time and helping us put this show together. Nina, I know at this point you must be really very scared. Not sure what Papa is going to talk about me today. Well, relax, don't worry. They gave me only 5 minutes. That's enough, yeah. Okay, I would like to say heartfelt thanks to everyone for coming out. Thanks for coming out to join us in this celebration. Thanks for coming out all the way from India, Hong Kong, Germany, Canada, and of course all over US. Finally, a big thank you to Nina and Tina for literally coming out. For coming out in face of possible rejection, fear, hatred. We are sure it was not easy. and it must have taken a lot of courage, but we are glad you came out. By the way, this is our first gay wedding. Most of yours too, probably Nina and Tina's too. Thank you to all of you for being open-minded and open-hearted, to accept and realize that love comes in many shades and colors. And Tina, I think you may be thinking you know Nina quite a bit. I think we know a bit more about her than you do. Okay, there are just few things that you might have not noticed. Okay. Usually fathers of daughters do not like boyfriends of daughters. No. When Nina was in high school, in my vivid imagination, I always thought that the first boyfriend she will bring home, I'm going to punch him. Well, that never happened. Nina, thanks a lot for not making me worry about boyfriends. I think it's always a lot easier to worry about girlfriends. After all, two brides are better than one. Tina, one piece of advice for you. Do not argue with Nina. If you think an argument is about to start, say, yes honey, you are right. Life will be good. Believe me, I know. Nina knows exactly what she wants or what she does not want. I remember in her second grade, we enrolled her in a local soccer league. She was not much keen about it. In her very first game, when a ball came to her, she did nothing, absolutely nothing. When I yelled, Nina, run, she turned back, looked at me straight in my eyes and asked, why? Well, that was the end of her soccer career. Moral of the story, do not waste money buying soccer match tickets for her. But to be fair, Nina's stubbornness can sometimes be her strength. So like when she discovered dancing, that became her lifelong passion. When it comes to defending Nishan, Nina can become a tigress. And she will be very stubborn and stubbornly stand by him forever. I think the hashtag Happy Nina Tina, probably we can extend it to Happy Nina Tina Nishan. Nishan may be the luckiest of all of us. And he got now two sisters, right? Nina, we have not known Tina for as long as you do, but still we have observed few things. So, Tina had an upbringing unlike most of us. She grew all over Kolkata, Holland, New York. Finally, she came to Detroit. And this can be seen in the number of languages she speaks. Bangla, Assamese, Hindi, Dutch, and of course English. There is one more language she speaks. This language has no name. It's a silent language. I call it mind your own business language. So this is how it goes. Papa, Nina and I know what we are doing. Stay out of it. Trust us. Okay. Okay, we get it. Tina is an excellent massage therapist. And the other day I was having stiffness in my neck. And Tina was giving me a massage and I realized how strong her hands are. So Nina, here is my advice for you. Do not argue with Tina. If it looks like it is becoming an argument, say, yes honey, you are right. Everything will be fine. So as long as you keep saying, yes honey, you are right, I think you will be okay. Remember, staying married is better than staying right. I would like to conclude with this one thought. What we witnessed today was very wonderful. It was very moving for me. Because what we witnessed today, we could not have witnessed just few years back. So let us celebrate that Michigan, along with other states, has finally decided gay wedding is okay after all. But it is also a fact that not everyone is on board. And as a gay couple, you will face challenges that others may not. All that we could say is look around, you are not alone. You will never be alone. We love you both.
I'm so short, better you will be able to see me if I'm here. Okay, I got only 2 minutes. And I'm really overwhelmed. But good luck to Nina, Tina, and thanks to all of you for making this evening so amazing and extending so much cooperation and support to us. Nina really wanted me to sing a song on her wedding. So we tried to sing on karaoke, but there are a lot of technical difficulties. So my technical support is here. मेरे घर आई एक नन्ही परी, एक नन्ही परी, चांदनी के हसीन रथ पे सवार मेरे घर आई, ओ मेरे घर आई एक नन्ही परी, एक नन्ही परी. But in every wedding, when a daughter gets married, mothers, or every bride side, all family members are sad that they are losing their daughter. But I'm very lucky that I'm getting one more daughter. Of course, she will demand me, but I want to sing for her also. When we saw Tina, it was love at first sight. Thank you. इससे पहले का नाता कोई यूं ही नहीं दिल लुभाता कोई. पहले का नाता कोई यूं ही नहीं दिल लुभाता कोई. पहले का नाता कोई not a good singer. And well, I would like to say a couple of more words that especially to Tina and Nina. I don't want to give a long speech, but my dear daughters, life is never a smooth, straight line curve. Life's ride is always slippery and bumpy. And you two grew up in very different world. You have very, very different strengths. And my only ambition is that you should complement one another and if you complement one another, there will be a day, you can bring best out of both of you. And that's the ambition.
Wow, that was awesome. I wish someone had given me that advice when Nidhi and I got married. First of all, I just want to thank Mosaji and Mosi. They did such an amazing job. It was such a moving speech and such a lovely song. So thank you so much. All right, let's give them a big hand.
Okay. Look what we got in the mail. It's a DHL envelope.
A DHL envelope? Oh my God! I've always wanted a DHL envelope.
Wait, Jay, that's not the exciting part. There's a wedding invitation inside for Tina and Nina's wedding.
Oh, Tina and Nina are getting married? Yeah. Oh my God, that's awesome. All right, who sent the invitation?
It's from Germany, from Anita Mosi. Do you know who she is?
Oh, I know Anita Mosi. Yeah, that's Tina's Mosi. Yeah, and she's the global head of media relations for DHL, and she's Tina's public relations specialist. All right.
Welcome her to the stage.
Yeah, let's welcome Anita Mosi to the stage.
That was hilarious. Good evening, everyone. Friends, wonderful Biani family, Auntie Esther, Chris, dear Rajesh, Shashi, to all of you and my dearest Nina and Tina. It is such a privilege and an honor for me to be here present today to celebrate this wedding, which I never thought I would be part of. Because rightfully, it's also a moment of deep sadness for me. And the reason is, the persons who should be here, my dear departed sister Sujata, my brother-in-law Isaac, it is rightfully their joy that they should give their daughter away. But God's plans are not ours. And therefore, I say it is my privilege and my honor to be your mother today, Tina, and give you away. And welcome you, Tina. It was sometime, I think in 1989, or maybe 1990. A yellow and black cab suddenly arrived in Calcutta. And we were about to sit for lunch as a family, and out tumbled my sister Sujata with a little baby in her arm. And we welcomed Tina with joy into our family. Little did we know that moment would last for 10 long years. Tina grew up in India with all of us. She developed every Indian taste, habit, sound, idiosyncrasy, and also all the jokes that we as Indians don't need words to understand. And when she called this October to say, I'm getting married, I'm like, that's great. I found a girl. I said, that's wonderful. She's Indian, and that's when I was overjoyed. I'm sorry, this is not a racist comment, but I couldn't have been happier. Because I know Tina is encaptured in an Indian soul. She needed Nina to complete her. And through the years, the one sadness as I had being a professional nomad, traveling from New York to Singapore to London to Germany, is how do I give Nina a home? And that's what exactly the Piani family you have done today. You have taken a huge burden from my mind and my heart. And I leave that joy with you, which I have shared for all these years. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very, very much for your acceptance of this marriage, for your acceptance of Tina. I could not have wished for more. And before I conclude, on the topic of marriage, to all of you who are married or in partnerships or are about to be married, allow me a few minutes to quote from my favorite stanzas on marriage by Prophet Khalil Gibran. And I think it will have meaning for all of you. And Shashi, this is only more eloquently said in what you just mentioned a few minutes ago. So here goes. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your soul. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another your bread, but eat not the same loaf of bread. Sing and dance together, and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone. Even as the strings of the lute are alone, they quiver together in the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's for keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too close together, for the pillars of the temple are far apart. And the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow. Tina and Nina, grow as wonderful individuals, grow together, love one another forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie. That was beautiful. And thank you for taking such good care of Tina all these years. We're so happy that she's part of our family.
All right, our next performer is Akansha Maheshwari. She is Nina's cousin, and she's the owner of Bali Pop Dance Studio in Los Angeles. She's an amazing dancer. You saw a sample of her dance yesterday, and we're so excited to see more today.
All right, Akansha.
Thank you, Akansha. That was a beautiful dance.
Shashi! Shashi! Bonnie, please.
Rajesh, what happened? What are you doing?
I just ran a marathon.
You did what? You're not supposed to do any more marathons. The doctor told you. Why are you running marathons?
Shashi, I need to run.
Oh, who do you think you are?
Shashi, my back. Listen, I'm not that old. I'm only, my age, it doesn't matter, okay? Now I need to get ready for my marathon tomorrow.
Okay, but why do you have to do a marathon?
Shashi, I need to get in shape so I can dance with my daughters.
Oh, okay. The daddy-daughter dance. Okay, well, let's see it, Masaji. Let's see your moves on the dance floor. Looks like all those marathons paid off, Masaji. That was a beautiful performance. Let's give them a big hand.
I agree. Hey, Nidhi, when do you think Nina and Tina realized that they were made for each other?
I think it was when Nina realized their names rhymed with each other.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
Do you think we should roast Tina now?
Hold on. You know, Tina knows 3 martial arts. Are you sure you want to do that? If she doesn't like our jokes, she could beat us up.
Yes, a little change of plans. We're not going to roast Tina. Not because we're scared of her, but because she's an amazing person, as everyone can see. From the very first time we met her on Zoom, we could tell how warm and kind she was and how well Nina and Tina connected. You fit right into our family, and we're so lucky to have you guys. Can you please come up and say a few words, Nina and Tina?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here on such a special day for us and for our families. Firstly, we'd like to start out by thanking our awesome MCs.
Jay Bhaiya and Nidhi Bhabi. You have always showed up when we needed you, and have always been the life of the party. From 80s pop to the latest Bollywood, you can moonwalk and bhangra with the best of them. I'd also like to take a moment to thank our MCs from last night, Sipra Didi and Shivalik Bhaiya. You both crushed it. Thank you. Thank you for agreeing to host at the last minute. The event would not have happened without you.
And I have to say that Combo Family dance performance was fire.
I also need to add, someone asked me if I hired Nikhil for the event, and so I would like it to be publicly known. He's family. Today is one of the most not everyone here enough. We are so blessed to have had this amazing network who raised and continues to support us.
And there are so many aunties and uncles and friends and family members. We are 100% sure that we're not going to get to everyone and we're going to miss a few, and we do apologize in advance.
When wedding planning started, I quickly learned that I am not as stylish as I thought I was. Shanti Auntie, Mahesh Uncle, Renu Auntie, and Ashok Uncle, thank you for having such discerning taste. This wedding would not be so beautiful, delicious, or fabulous if not for you. If not for you.
You have been our stage managers from the start. You built us an amazing website. You kept the photography on track. You did this fantastic home decor, which is splendid. And really just thank you for keeping our logistics and our supplies and our mommy papa on schedule. And a special thanks to Mishka for loaning us her parents for this lovely weekend.
Sonia Didi and Vivek Jijaji, you have been there for me since I was in grade school. From having epic snow fights at Frankenmuth to teaching me how to make pasta, I'm so lucky to have you and have had you here this weekend.
Sonia Didi, really, really thank you for teaching me how to make pasta. Also, I hear that there might be a tiramisu recipe floating out there somewhere that you'd like to share with Nina at some point, so that's fine. Payal Didi, Nate Jijaji, Puneet Bhaiya, and Rajika Bhabi. Nina portrays you as her brothers and sisters, truly. You were the first of her extended family whom I met, and she frequently shares stories of meeting halfway in Findlay, Ohio, and also something about climbing on top of bookshelves. But I have seen her rock climb, and I don't really know what she's talking about.
Letabua and Fukaji, you are my second mom and dad, and the ones who I was most excited to come out to. From helping me move out of my college dorm to taking Tina and I out to beer gardens, you are the coolest. Hashtag cool Leta and hashtag cool mother. I would like to use this moment to make it publicly known that Tina and I would like to henceforth offer Bua and Fufaji free medical and massage services for life.
Jai Shri Didi, Amit Jijaji. We call on you with the most random questions and requests. You helped us coordinate Hindi, did some Chicago fashion scene recon, thank you, and that killer show at the Sangeet. Thank you for being such a big part of this ceremony and this weekend.
Didi and Jijaji, you are always so chill about everything, and you definitely belong on a beach. I cannot wait to visit you. We cannot wait to visit you in Florida.
Special shout out to Ishan as well for being an awesome little fun dude to get haldied and pt2 with.
Chachar Chachi, Masi Masaji, Mama Mami, you all traveled so far to be here, and it is so wonderful to have my parents' siblings with me here today. From being hand-fed puri and kheer and iced coffee by Chacha, to making multiple stops on road trips throughout India to eat all of the possible chat with Masaji, to playing board games with Mommy. I've been so lucky to have such wonderful aunts and uncles who are willing to come from far and wide.
Chacha, Chachi, Masi, Masaji, Mama and Mami, आपसे मिलकर बहुत खुश हुई। अब तो पूरी तरह से लगने लगी है कि मैं बिहानी बेटी बन गई। Or as many of you may know her as Anita Gupta, you are the most enthusiastic, clever, and charismatic aunt that I could have asked for. But Nina's mommy is right. You are my guardian. And she's right. And I've heard a few people mention it this weekend as well, which I appreciate that it just kind of spontaneously comes up, because oftentimes people have mentioned this about you. You are my mother on earth. Thank you for always being so supportive and traveling to such great distances to show up for me.
Anita Mansi, you are the best in-law I could ask for. From the moment we first met, you've been warm and welcoming, and so much fun. I hope everyone has a Masi in-law as worldly and hype as you are. Shah Rukh Khan is lucky to be your friend.
Also, you should all know, Nina's and Guga Mahi's relationship has developed to that point where anything I say, whatever I say, is irrelevant, unless it's confirmed by Nina.
Well, yeah, we have that. We're always on the same level, you know? Something like that. Masi and I. The height connection.
Chris and Satu, I'm so glad you could make it to the celebration. I've asked a lot of you this year, but I'm continually impressed at how you always show up and how you always deliver. Little brother, you are all grown up, and I am so proud of your work ethic and your creative ventures. You have a good head on your shoulders, and you're lucky to have Satu by your side. Also, don't let him get away with any go.
Christopher, I am so excited to have another younger brother in my life. You and Satu are the life of the party. We cannot wait to visit you in New York, Jersey, wherever you guys are, and to come to your wedding soon. Also, by the way, that pt yesterday, when I'm done with you at your wedding, people are gonna think I dyed your hair blonde.
Auntie Esther, Kwame, thank you for being here. I know it was a long journey, and I know that with lockdown and just many variables and many factors that we have not been able to connect as frequently as we would like to. So I am even more so appreciative that you were able to come out for such a momentous occasion. It's really, really lovely to have you here, and I'm glad to just have you sitting here and to be seeing you in person.
Auntie Esther and Kwame, I feel so blessed that you were able to make the trip and I could meet Tina's brother's sister, Tina's father's sister. I look forward to spending more and more time with you as the years come. I would also like to mention my very first friend, Shrikant Uncle, is here tonight. He was the first person I met after I was born. When Mom was pregnant, he would bake her kaju katli with recipes he found at the local public library. My biggest question about this is, what was Papa doing during this time? Regardless, Uncle, you have given me a lifelong love of sweets and fun. Thank you so much for coming all this way to be here today. As you said earlier, you were my first friend, and now I've found my last.
We are so lucky to have such amazing friends.
Astian, thank you for always having the hookup.
Camille and Liam, you always bring art and great food into our lives.
Such good food. Kong, thank you for showing up on our doorstep with fresh cut fruit, or flowers, or pie whenever we need you. Sometimes when we don't even know we need it.
Heather, thank you for opening up your home to us time and again. Emmy, thank you for teaching me how to adult. You're a real one.
Shakur, you've been wrangling me since high school. Please don't ever stop. Jay, good speech or whatever. Along with some of our friends who we have picked up along the way, there are some Didis who are just like friends, and Jijajis. Preeti Didi and Amit Jijaji, I think from childhood, you have been some of the greatest influences in my life. You took me out for ice cream. You were some of the first people who would sometimes take me places without Nishant to give me some time away, and some time to be my own person. And at the same time, you have always been there for us. You're always just a phone call away. Thank you so much. And thank you to Kalani Auntie and Uncle. From day one, you cooked, cleaned, gardened, done countless other things that we can never repay that. Thank you so much. Many of our loved ones could not travel to be here today, but we are lucky to have their blessings. There are some people who are here tonight. There are a lot of people who could not be here because of visa issues or other restrictions or couldn't get time off work, but they're here with us in their blessings, and we're so lucky to have that. There are some people who are here tonight only in spirit. Though I never met them, I miss Tina's parents a lot. Their influence is so evident in who Tina is as a person.
I know that my parents would have embraced Nina as their own. My mom especially would have loved Nina's gentleness. And my dad would have had many philosophical conversations with Nina about the social, cultural, and economic ramifications of working, treating mental illness in a place like Detroit.
I also want to take a moment to mention Theo. Our gentle giant may not be here in person, but I know he is partying harder than ever in the next realm. Any thank you list would be remiss without mentioning Chantal. She has been a part of our family for a decade. She taught me how to parallel park, and I'm overjoyed that she is here today. I'm not as excited as Nishant is, but I would like to designate myself your #2 fan. partner in crime for our entire lives. You were the first person I told about meeting Tina. His response was, okay. And you were the, excuse me, I was also very nervous to introduce you to her. I wasn't sure how you would react. But the first time you met her, you smiled and blurted out, "Happy Nina Tina." Thank you for the hashtag. It has been so much fun watching Nishant and Tina form their own bond. Every time he sees me, he asks, "Are we going in Tina's car?" I think she might be becoming his favorite out of the two of us.
Nishant, no one understands our love for deep fried potato sticks. You are the ketchup to my French fries. So there's this narrative of immigrant parents coming to this country and their sacrifices to provide for their children and to create a better future. Nina and I have been very lucky that our parents were visionaries. They have dedicated their lives to improving the world, from humanitarian needs to community advocacy. Our parents have given us a lot to live up to.
Mom and Dad, I don't know where to begin. You were my sun and moon. Jannah hai tu, mera suraj hai tu. I don't know the rest of the words. This entire event has been your vision and execution. There are no words to adequately describe my love and gratitude to you. There's a stone from Mom's jewelry and Tina's ring because we want to have the same strength and love in our marriage as you have had in yours.
Mommy, Papa, it was pretty easy to start calling you that from the beginning. You are discerning individuals, and you do your research. And I know Nina is precious cargo. I know, you want to be strict. You want to be firm. But you are so kind that it all just bubbles to the top. Thank you for welcoming me into the family with open arms. So, now that all that sentimental stuff is out of the way, right? We've got some things to sort out. Dad, Papa, no one knows how to use Dropbox. No one, not even our vendors. I think, I suggest, can we be a Google Drive family for now? And, Mommy, I was going to roast you, but I'm too afraid. So back to
you. Mommy, Anita Masi told me that Rani color is fuchsia pink, not magenta, not tomato red, or hot pink, or coral, or whatever other term you come up with. It's fuchsia now. You two can argue about it, but for henceforth, for me, it means fuchsia.
And finally, to all of our guests, thank you so much for bearing witness to this exciting, elaborate, and sometimes warm event. It's been a lovely weekend. We are so lucky to have so many friends and such a beautiful family around us. Thank you for all your support.
Really, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Happy Pride to you all. Let's party!
Thank you, Nina and Tina, for that beautiful speech. Aren't they the most humble and gracious brides you've ever met? You make it so easy for us to love you. We have the next speech we have is Nishan, Nina's brother, and the ketchup of Tina's place.
Congratulations, Nina. Tina. Congratulations, Tina. Tina, welcome to the family. Tina, welcome to the family. Let me tell you about myself. Let me tell you about myself.
Let me tell you about myself. I'll repeat it.
Rules.
I have many rules.
Bedroom door stays closed.
Bedroom door stays closed.
Pantry the door stays open.
Pantry door stays open. Everything goes in place. There are many more.
Nina is very bad. She rules.
She does not follow my rules.
I hope you will not do better.
I hope you will do better.
Eating outside. I like eating outside.
I like eating outside.
Nina also likes eating outside.
Nina also likes eating outside.
I hope you also like eating outside.
I hope you also like eating outside.
I like to listen to music. I like to listen to music.
I like to listen to music.
Papa does not understand music at all. I hope you will do better.
I hope you will do better.
Mom is the best mom. He. When I love her. Sometimes she says no. I hope you will never say no. And I'm so happy for one of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nishant. That was a great speech. I love all those rules, by the way, especially the one about eating outside. That was really good. Jay, what are you wearing?
What do you mean, what am I wearing? This is my new look I'm trying out.
I think this is a fashion emergency. We're gonna have to call somebody for help.
What do you mean you have to call somebody?
Yeah,
Who are you gonna call?
I'm gonna have to call Tina's brother, Christopher Minta, because he is the coolest, hippest, most well-dressed guy in town. Can you please help my husband and give a toast for this lovely couple?
Yeah, I'm gonna help you afterwards. We can have a time about that. First of all, Nina and Tina, congratulations on this beautiful day. As you all know, Tina is my older sister. And as a kid, I always thought, man, this is a really cool person. And I always followed her around hoping that that coolness would rub off on me. From her walking me to and from school, to forcing me to take the training wheels off of my bike, no matter how many times I refused. And then helping me patch up my bruises from that same bike. Tina has always been a great role model, a great older sister, and has always pushed me to do better. And throughout our childhood, Tina, you've always gave me so many smiles and so many good times. So I'm grateful to stand here many years later to see that those same smiles that Tina gave me, I see Nina and Tina giving to each other. And to those who couldn't be here today, such as Mom and Dad, I know that they're looking down on us, giving you their utmost blessings. One of Dad's biggest wishes was just for their kids to be happy. And I know that he's smiling down on us right now, knowing that Nina gave him just that wish. And to Nina, ever since we met, it just feels like we've been family forever. And that's how I know that this relationship was really meant to be. I remember when Tina first came out to me. I came out to visit her in Detroit. We went straight to a restaurant. We got food, she sat down, and she took a big breath. She said, "I like girls." And I was like, "Me too, but what did you want to tell me?" Nina and Tina, you'll always have my support, and you'll always have the support of the family. I love you both. And if everyone will join me right now, raise up a glass as I invite the newlyweds for their very first dance.
Make some noise, everyone. Big round of applause for beautiful brides. Thank you. All right, up next we have the cake cutting that we will have. And before we do the cake cutting, just a quick announcement that after cake cutting we will have dinner, and the dinner we will call the dinner by the tables. So please be seated until your table is called. But after the cake cutting, we will definitely have the bars open. So please help yourself to the bars. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for the bars. Thank you. If I can request the brides for the cake cutting ceremony. Yeah. Big round of applause. Make some noise. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone, make some noise for the beautiful bride. Give them a big round of applause. Alright, if at this time I can request tables 1 through 5, if they can please help yourself to grab some dinner. Tables 1 through 5, thank you. Request tables from 6 to 10 now, please. 6 to 10, please help yourself. Thank you.
Fire. Oh, darling, you know I'm in love. You are gone, you know you need this love. Indeed, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, yes, like oh no, slowly like oh no, since I'm not
Alright, if I can request tables 11 to 20. 11 to 20, if they can please grab the food. Thank you. Alright, at this point, if I could request all the tables, tables 21 to 35, if they could please help themselves. Thank you.
Thank you.
सोना रब ने बनाया, इतना सोना क्यों रब ने बनाया, इतना सोना क्यों रब ने बनाया, इतना सोना क्यों रब ने बनाया। Oh
Right, a quick request. If I can please request Nikki, the wedding coordinator. Nikki, the wedding coordinator, to come to the DJ booth. Thank you. Can I have Nikki, the wedding coordinator, at the DJ table? Nikki, the wedding coordinator. Thank you.
दुपट्टा उड़ गया रे तेरा हवा के झोंके से तुझको पिया ने देख लिया हाय रे धोखे से मगर तुझे दिल देगा वो मगर अपनी जान देगा वो मगर के तुझे दिल देगा वो मगर अपनी जान देगा वो तुझको पिया में दे